Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's the RazMan with the RazMansReality. Okay, Narnians, potentially good news out there. And I say potentially because it's only been reported on one source, and unfortunately, it's a source that anybody can edit and anybody can post anything on. And of course, I'm talking about Wikipedia. But Wikipedia is reporting that Disney has reportedly renegotiated with Walden for the right to distribute the rest of the Narnia films. So we'll have to wait and see where this goes. But like I said, since it's only the Wikipedia site that's reporting it, I don't think it's very reliable. I, for one, am going to wait and see if and when this gets posted on a more reliable news source. So we will definitely be keeping our eye on this situation. Last night, Friday Night Smackdown, the highlights of the show are as follows. Vicky Guerrero and Triple H get into it again. Vicky Guerrero orders a last man standing match between MVP and the Big Show with Triple H's Royal Rumble spot on the line. She says Triple H is banned from ringside. So you can probably guess where this one goes. Big Show and MVP battle up to the top of the stage, and Triple H comes out to the ramp, uses the sledgehammer on the Big Show. MVP gets up. MVP back in the win column. Triple H technically still in the Royal Rumble match, but Vicky Guerrero not happy that Triple H got around her. So next week she orders a match between Triple H and Vladimir Kozlov. No word yet as to whether or not his Royal Rumble spot will be on the line again. In other news last night from SmackDown, we saw Victoria in her last match against Michelle McCool doing the job to Michelle, and this one losing the match. Michelle McCool once again using that horrible version of the Styles Clash. Please, Michelle, stop using that move. I'm begging you, woman. And the main event, quote unquote, last night was a cutting edge segment between Jeff Hardy and Edge. Edge introduces Hardy. Hardy comes out and appears to be blinded by his own pyro. So they continue this idiotic Black Cloud Jeff Hardy storyline. We'll have to wait and see if this is ever going to end or where it's leading to. My prediction, like I said before, is Christian Cage and his return to the WWE. We talked yesterday about TNA and how virtually nothing's happening in TNA right now. And I gotta say that I think that's because of Vince Russo. Vince Russo clearly has lost whatever touch he ever had as a booker. I mean, at this stage of their careers, being that they are not who they used to be, when Rhino and Sting is your headlining match for pay-per-view, you know you've got problems. When Kurt Angle and Jeff Jarrett at this stage of Jeff Jarrett's career is another matchup that's a headliner for your pay-per-view, you know you've got problems. Now granted, Jeff Jarrett hasn't really missed a step since he came back. He looks as good as he ever did, but still he's older and he's up there, which makes the point still relevant. So please, TNA, please fire Russo and fire Russo now. In NFL news, Jim Schwartz, the former Titans defensive coordinator, and it pains me to say that, is now the head coach of the Detroit Lions. And all I gotta say to you, Jim, is good luck, because man, you're gonna need it. The Lions are cursed with the same curse the Bengals have, and that's terrible ownership. Until your ownership changes, I don't think things are going to turn around in Detroit, but we've seen what a new head coach can do, both with the Ravens and the Falcons this past NFL season, and the Dolphins as well. So we'll see what happens with Jim Schwartz. And Detroit, I wish him the best of luck because I want to see him succeed as a head coach. Speaking of head coaches, why the heck is Marvin Lewis still the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals? If people here in Ohio needed any more proof that Mike Brown is about the most idiotic owner on the planet, there it is. Marvin Lewis clearly lost control of the team, and now we've lost our chance at Jim Schwartz and probably lost our chance at Steve Spagnuolo, because Spagnuolo will probably be hired by the Chiefs if the Chiefs decide to hire a new head coach, or hired by the Buccaneers, as John Gruden yesterday was surprisingly let go by Tampa Bay. So we'll have to keep an eye on this situation. And does Tennessee now regret naming a new head coach? Because John Gruden was one of their first choices, but it looked like he was staying in Tampa Bay at the time. And of course, I mean the Tennessee Volunteers in college. So we'll have to wait and see how this all pans out. With that, this is reality according to the RazMan. And RazMan style, it's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.